Let's look at doing a time series graph in StatCrunch. With a time series graph, it's basically doing a regular XY graph, except the X values are all going to be dates. If they're already put in order, and if they're not, you can sort them. But assuming you've got them sorted in order by date, just go ahead and use a regular time series. We're going to use a regular scatter plot graph. And scatter plot is another way of saying an XY graph, although you have an option of having individual points or using lines to connect the points. So a time series graph is basically a scatter plot graph with making sure that the dates are in order and that you've got lines connecting the points. So let's take a look. Here we have a problem where they want us to graph the accompanying data represents women's median earnings as percentage of men's median earnings for recent years, beginning with 1989. That's recent enough for me. That's probably not very recent for y'all. Is there a trend, and how does it affect women? Construct a time series graph. So again, this is just going to be a scatter plot with the dates in order for the X graph, for the X axis, and the lines connected. Now, if we look at the data, here it comes up. Here's the full data set. 1989, women earned 59.6% of what men did on average. 1990, 60.1, 1991, 62.5. On up to 2005, they had 68.9. So if I click on this and open it in StatCrunch, and it was kind enough to open on the first try, thank you. Now these are all sorted. So I don't need this anymore. I've got it duplicated over here. What I need to do is find out which of these graphs match this data. And I could sit there and go through it, or I could cheat just a little bit. I'm going to hit graph up here. I'm going to come down to scatter plot. For my X variable, I've got the year. For my Y variable, I've got the earnings. I don't have to group it. I'm going to display it with lines between the points. Lots of different options. I think everything's okay here. So if I hit compute, it's graphed it for me. Super simple to figure out which one this matches up with. So I come in here and, well, it's already been checked, but that's it. Easy enough. So that's your time series graph in StatCrunch.